show you exactly how to play it. Hey everybody, welcome to John's Guitar Lounge. I'm Johnny Stewart, and today I'm going to show you 5 blues licks that you can learn to play today. Now these are some of my favorite blues licks to play, and you can play them at virtually any tempo in basically any song. Now for each of these blues guitar licks, I'm going to show you first at full speed, then I'm going to slow it down to about half speed, and then I'm going to shut off the backing track entirely, and I'm just going to show you exactly where on the fretboard to put each of your fingers for every single note. So the segment for each lick in this lesson is going to be about 30 seconds long a piece, but you can rewind it as much as you need to so that you can go slowly and learn it and then get it up to speed right along with me. Now for this lesson I'm going to be using my newest guitar, my beautiful Vola JZ-FRO offset, which I've got a couple videos on already, but I'm going to be doing a full review on this coming up, so stay tuned to my channel for that because I'm going to show you everything that this baby can do, and there's a lot. I'm going to use my Boss RC500 looper and drum machine pedal to build the backing track that we're going to be playing along to today. And I'm also going to be using my brand new A58 Xvive guitar wireless system, which I've got plugged in right here into my guitar. And this is a new and improved guitar wireless system that I just got today. So we're going to do all these in the key of E, and I'm going to go ahead and record the full speed 12-bar blues backing track right now. Let's try this at a slower tempo. So now let me break it down for you. We're going to be playing the top 2 strings here to start, the B string and the high E string to start. And we're going to be doing a downstroke with those. Play the high string open and slide with the B string from the 3rd fret up to the 5th fret. And then when you play both strings at once, it's going to sound like this. And you'll notice that the note on the B string at the 5th fret is the same as your high E string played open. So that's going to double the sound, and that is something that was done a lot by Stevie Ray Vaughan, and it's still done by Jimmie Vaughan and Joe Bonamassa and lots of great blues players. Then we're going to take our index finger and we're going to put that just on our 3rd fret on our B string. And again, we're still going to be playing the high E string open for that little bit of dissonance. Then for the next note, we're going to play just our G string with our middle finger at the 4th fret. Then we're going to jump to the 2nd fret of the same string, the G string, with our index finger. Then we're going to play the next one open. Then we're going to immediately put our index finger back on the 2nd fret, but we're not just going to play that note, we're going to immediately bend up a half step. So it'll be like this note at the 3rd fret, but we're really bending up to it and then back down without picking again. Then we're going to play that open, again, that G string open, then index finger on our D string at the 2nd fret. And you can rewind all this stuff and watch it again to see it at the different tempos. Now everybody, it is super important, if you're enjoying this video, please subscribe to my channel, because that tells YouTube that I'm doing something useful, and then it will help me to get more exposure and tell YouTube to push my videos out to more people. Let's try it at the slower tempo. So now let's break down this lick. We're just going to use these 2 fingers, and we're going to start with our middle finger on the high E string on our 3rd fret, and we're going to do a slight bend. And for bending, if you don't know how to bend notes yet, I've got a whole video series on bending notes, so check that out. I'll link it right here in the description. But it's just a little bit of a push, and then we're going to play the open E string, then our middle finger on the next string down, the B string, same fret, on the 3rd fret, then we're going to play that B string open, then we're going to put our index finger on the next string down on the 2nd fret, that's the G string on the 2nd fret, then we're going to play that open, then index finger back on that same fret, on the same string, the 2nd fret, on the G string, and we're going to do a bend, and you can do either a forward bend up like that if you want to, or a backward bend like that. It'll get the same effect. Then play that G string open, and then index finger on your D string on the 2nd fret. And again, to increase your speed, just watch this over again and rewind the video. If you're finding this video useful, then please hit that like button so YouTube will push it out to more people so they can learn from it too. You'll notice that is basically the pentatonic scale. And if you don't know what that means, I'm about to explain it right now. So what I mean by that is we're going to be following the pentatonic scale right up the neck until we do this bend to get to that note. But we're going to be doing a bend here. And remember, for bends, I've got a whole series on string bending, so check that out if you don't know how to do bends yet, and I'll link that right in this video below so you can see it. But to play this, all we need are 2 fingers, and that's just our index finger and our ring finger. Now, we're not going to keep these other fingers tucked behind here. I'm just doing that to show you. So let me break it down for you. We're going to start with our index finger on our D string on the 7th fret. Then we take our ring finger and we put that on the same string, the D string, on the 9th fret. Then we move our index finger up to the G string, the next string over, on the 7th fret. Then stay on the same string with our ring finger on the 9th fret. Then 1 string up again, we take our index finger and put that on the 8th fret on the B string. And then same string on the 10th fret with our ring finger here. We're going to be bending a whole step as if we were playing the 12th fret, and I suppose if you wanted to, you could use your pinky finger and reach up there and do that. But I think the lick has a lot more, oomph and panache and bluesiness to it if you do that bend using all 3 of these fingers, but this is the note that's going to sound. And you push up a whole step and then back down again, but you don't pick it again. You could pick it again, I guess, but I typically don't. You just let it ring out that whole time, and you see you'll land right back on that same note, which is the A note, because you're on the 10th fret of your B string, and then you go down to the 8th fret again on the same string, the B string, with your index finger, and then you end, here's a new finger, with the middle finger on your G string on the 9th fret. Now remember, I have more than 60 free guitar lessons right here on my channel. I also have lots of interviews with guitar players that you've definitely heard of. If you haven't heard them yet, you've got to hear these people play. So subscribe to my channel for all that stuff. Here we go again for the whole thing, just to show you. Here's the slide. And again, I'll show you in just a second what frets we're on. And then moving to just the pad of the ring finger. So now let's break down what we're doing there. We take our index finger and we put that on our high E string on the 10th fret. And we take our ring finger and put that 2 frets up from that on the B string on the 12th fret. And we're going to alternate our picking. And then we're going to slide up. So now our index finger is up here on the high E string at the 12th fret, and our ring finger is on the B string at the 14th fret. Then we go back to where we were with our index finger on the high E string on the 10th fret and our ring finger on the 12th fret. And we do the same thing, but this time instead of doing that slide up, we just lay our ring finger right across both of the 2 top strings, the high E string and the B string at the 12th fret. And just let it ring right out, and just press as hard as you can and let it ring right out. Also, I can't tell you how important it is that if you enjoy this video and find it useful, then please copy the link and share it with other people that you know who play guitar so that they can learn this stuff too. show you exactly how to play it. We take our ring finger and we put that on our B string on the 14th fret. We take our pinky finger and put that on the high E string on our 15th fret. And we're going to play just those two strings, and we just do a slight bend with both of them. And then we take our index finger next. We're going to use the pad of our index finger for those two same strings right at the 12th fret. Then we're going to take our ring finger for the next part of the lick, and we're going to put that on the 14th fret on both our G string and our B string and play just those two strings. And we're going to alternate with our index finger on those same two strings. Then we're going to do a slight bend at the 14th fret, then back to the 12th fret with our index finger, and then our ring finger just on the D string for the E note at the 14th fret. I hope everybody enjoyed learning how to play those blues licks. Like this video, subscribe to my channel so you can see more, comment below and tell me what you want to see on my channel, and I will see you next time right here in John's Guitar Lounge. Take care.